Okay, hello everyone. So it is currently Sunday the 9th of July and it is about to be 11 p.m. and I have to wake up really early in the morning. I think I'm waking up at like 4 or 5 a.m. so I should 100% be asleep right now, and I'm unfortunately actually keeping my mom, who's over here, awake as well because I really can't sleep because out of fear of people saying that I'm being dramatic or sounding dramatic, I'm really just nervous and anxious right now because of like what is being said about me on social media and stuff like that. So I tweeted yesterday and said, PSA, H3 reached out to me to be on their upcoming episode alongside the others who have spoken up against Colleen. It'll be happening while I'm at Disneyland with my mom and friends, and I've been looking forward to this day for so long, so I will not be joining the stream, but I am so grateful they reached out and care to cover this topic. So shout out to the entire team, and I'm really sorry I can't make it. And then I went on to tweet, for context, H3 did not ask me to go to their studio or anything. They asked me to call in, which I won't be able to do with my international data / Disneyland Wi-Fi, but I really do appreciate their dedication to the topic, and I can't wait to hear the discussion. And everything I tweeted was being 100% genuine, and I want to originally say what happened. So H3 have said that, they were going to be covering the Colleen thing whenever they come back. Ethan had tweeted that, he can't wait to do things with the apology video or whatever he had tweeted, right? It was pretty commonly known. And a couple days ago, I got reached out to by Olivia, or she reached out to me when they started their break and was like, we're thinking of doing, like a round table of all of the people who've spoken up against Colleen and having, an open conversation with how they feel, moving forward, what has happened. And I thought it was an amazing idea. And I said I would 100% be on board with that. I just appreciate them caring to cover it. I've spoken at length how much I adore Olivia. I really do like Olivia. And I thought it was a great idea. And, she had messaged everyone, and there was no date ever, set in stone. And then a couple days ago I get a message from Olivia in a group chat basically being like, hey, we're gonna do this on the 10th, can't wait to see you all there. Like a really nice message basically saying I hope you all can feel comfortable and know that we're here to listen to you. Like, Olivia is seriously very kind and very sweet. And the 10th was the day that I was going to Disneyland. It is, tomorrow. I leave in a couple of hours because we're gonna be going at rope drop, and it's, been what this trip has been about. So I wrote back and was like, hey, like, I'm really sorry I can't make the 10th. I flew to LA, which is like that, long travel. It was very expensive. I flew out here. I flew me and my mom out, and my two friends have flown from New York so we could all have, this big day together. And unfortunately I can't make it, but I, can't wait to hear the other people speaking up about their experiences, like Soph, Becky, Oliver, Johnny, Ella, all these people. I cannot wait to hear that conversation. I'm sorry I can't be a part of it, but I can't wait to hear the discussion. And I ended up getting, a message from Olivia, and we were talking back and forth, and it was basically, seeing if there was any other availability, and I'm so glad and so that they care enough to talk about this, and that they cared enough to hear my voice in this, and that they were trying to see what worked. Unfortunately, the only other day that they could do was Monday or Wednesday, and Wednesday is whenever I will be, by the time they go live, I will be in the air on an airplane, so there was no way I could make this at all, which is no one's fault in this, and that was why I basically, said to them I couldn't make it, but I can't wait to hear the discussion whenever I land, back in London. And I tweeted this because I know that they've been talking about this being their comeback episode, and I knew that there was going to be a lot of people, looking at me in a bad light, or, wondering what was going on whenever on Monday they do this roundtable and I'm not a part of it, I'm not there. I feel like I'm already seeing people, jump to conclusions of Adam's being sued, or Adam doesn't care about victims, or Adam's doing this for clout. And I mean, I'm being ripped apart on the H3 subreddit right now, and I'm getting a lot of backlash on Twitter. And I kind of just want to talk about it because I really would love to sit down and talk about this, because I cannot go to bed right now because I'm just so stressed, and I can take criticism, and I can take, people not liking me and stuff, but this entire thing is being misconstrued right now, and it hasn't even happened yet, so I'm dreading, the backlash I'm gonna get tomorrow and stuff. So I just want people to know, like, what actually was happening, and I'm like, I traveled all this way for Disneyland, and I've been looking forward to it, and, you know, going with my mum, and finally me and my mum, who we don't even live in the same country anymore, so we're finally able to spend time together, and I'm not even looking forward to Disney anymore now, because I'm just, the amount of backlash I've already gotten just for saying that I'm not able to make the round table is immense. And it's not even just people not liking me or anything like that, it's just people are coming up with narratives that aren't true, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm gonna need to like turn off my phone whenever I go to Disney, because I'm not looking forward to it anymore, because I'm gonna read out everything and just certain things. But that's it. That's it. It was timing. They wanted to do it on Monday. I'm at Disneyland, and unfortunately I couldn't make it, and I said, thank you so much for caring to cover this. I really appreciate you, Olivia. I really appreciate you, Ethan. I appreciate the team. I'm really grateful they decided to cover this again. They did an amazing PowerPoint on it. I'm really grateful, and I'm sorry that I cannot make it. I cannot wait to, you know, promote it and talk about it and react to it and listen to it after, but I can't be there, unfortunately, and I can't wait to hear the conversation. And I think it's, you know, so important for, you know, Becky and Oliver and Johnny and Ella's stories to be heard, and I that is something I'm looking forward to, hearing that discussion and hearing more people listen to them. And I think it's really incredible that H3 are opening this up and allowing that, you know, because I take for granted that I have this platform in which I can speak on, and I think it's really important what they're doing. And I just hate that this full thing already has turned into what I'm currently going to tell you. So, I mean, the responses so far are people being like, it's convenient for Adam to turn this down. If he were for real, he'd be there with the other survivors, considering this is all he's tweeted about for months. Disneyland? Yeah, it's got to be his lawyers telling him not to go on. And I responded, and I was like, I can promise you no lawyers told me. So it's already being So I was like, I can promise you no lawyers told me not to go on H3. I've literally been filming podcasts. I did Sophia Franklin's podcast a couple days ago, whenever I'm in LA, and I was discussing Colleen in it, and I would be willing to do a pre-recorded section if they had asked. I would have been willing to answer questions over email if they had asked. I would be willing to do anything. It never was a situation that needed to turn into people like just coming at me on the Reddit and Twitter and stuff. If I was asked to have done any of those things, I would have done it. It was just unfortunate timing that it didn't link up, right? I said, you know, or if they wanted to talk whenever I'm back in the UK, I would love to do that as well. But I wasn't asked, and that's not a problem. Like, stop creating shit for no reason and listen to the others when they're speaking up on Monday, because they deserve to be heard. And all my response to these people, even though they're coming for me, is like, there are so many other people who are going to be there on Monday. Like, listen to them and hear their stories, and you know, stop turning it into this. And someone was like, okay, well, as a victim, I get protecting your peace. We aren't the same person, but you wouldn't catch me at Disneyland while other victims are actually stepping up. And so I responded and was like, while the other victims are stepping up, like, what do you think I've been doing for almost 2 fucking months now, every single day, intensely, or for 3 fucking years? Like, that is such a slap in the face to me and really bothers me. And someone was like, no, it's that Adam wants to go on H3 when it's just him, and not when he has to share the spotlight with the other, and then they put in quotations, victims. I'm bursting out laughing. So I have tweets here, many tweets that are saying that I'm a clout goblin, and I would rather just go on H3 when they're just interviewing me, because I see myself as the most important person. And a lot of people are saying the main victim, which is just the weirdest terminology, and I really do not like people associating that or saying that about me. But the fact that I'm literally I'm being told, because I can't make the H3 show, it's that I don't want to share the spotlight with the other victims. And so I responded and said the 2 options for me to call in were whenever I'm at Disneyland or when I would be on a plane flying back to London. Please stop with this narrative. And even like Johnny and Becky and Oliver have all sent me messages and all tweeted being, Johnny said, Disneyland is so expensive. Maybe you're cool with throwing away hundreds of dollars, but most people wouldn't be. H3 did not give any of us options. They gave us a day, and if it fit our schedules, we get to be a part of it. Let Adam be. He deserves to enjoy his vacation. And that's it. We got a day. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. It's not a situation, and I can't believe, like, so if I go over right to the Reddit, and it's, I hate to say it's bothering me, but it really is bothering me. It's just like, because I said that I can't make the show, it's just, people being like, I can't believe we're talking about this again. Why do we even need to talk about this? He's the real clout goblin. Oh my god, I fucking hate this guy. He's so annoying and clout hungry in every other capacity. We can cover the story without him on the show. I don't know why he's making this about himself. Someone else says, if he makes an appearance, I would skip ahead anyway. Someone said, glad I'm not the only one. I can't stand this guy. Another one, God, he's so annoying. I get he's the victim, but the problem is he loves the spotlight so much that it's disconcerting. I thought it was pretty bold for him to make all these statements and then basically not say anything. And it's just, like, really weird to me that, like, so these people are now saying that I love the spotlight so much. I'm doing this for attention. I'm doing this because I'm clout hungry and I'm attention seeking. But at its core, I'm not going to be there on Monday. So if I was, wouldn't I have been there on Monday? Oh, he's had enough airtime now. It's like everyone has forgot that Adam's a weaselly little piece of shit just because something horrible happened to him. He is and will always be an attention-seeking piece of shit before this, and he'll be the exact same. So please, let's not blow him up just because Colleen is a groomer. Someone said, all of a sudden everyone on the H3 subreddit loves him, even on the show, and I'm so confused. He appears to be a clout goblin, and he's ready to throw anyone under the bus for what he wants, which is attention, regardless of who it comes from. Honestly, to take anything he says at face value would be foolish. So great. Now all of the H3 subreddit are saying that I'm lying about the Colleen thing. They're saying I'm lying about the Colleen thing because I came to LA for a vacation. Their show is on the same day as my actual Disneyland vacation. I can't make it because I've already organized this with my mom and my friends. And now they're all saying that I'm lying about the Colleen thing. And they're all saying that I'm a clout goblin. They're saying I don't stick up for the other victims, that I only care about myself, that I'm only doing this to be in the spotlight. And now I don't want to fucking go to Disneyland. But I also don't want to go on the H3 show, even if I wasn't going to Disneyland, because they're all talking about me as if I'm now lying about the Colleen thing because I said I couldn't make it. And it's like, I don't even want to go to Disneyland anymore tomorrow because, like, this post has, like, and it's fine, I understand criticism and I understand all this. It comes part in part. But, like, for all of this to be people being like, oh, finally I can admit the truth about him, like, hundreds of them, just because I said over and over again, like, how kind Ethan and Olivia have been to me and how amazing that PowerPoint was, and for all of this just to get turned into, oh, finally we can admit that, you know, let's take everything he says at face value, and it just is like, and this is like on their Reddit, like, this isn't even my Twitter, like, you know, this isn't just dunking on their Reddit because it's on my own Twitter as well, like, it's my own, you know, people that were watching my videos or stuff like that, and there are just so many people that are saying, you have exposed yourself for only caring about attention. Adam is trying to get the attention he wants. I fully believe Adam, however, the timing on this is a little bit on the nose. Basically, they're saying that I'm just trying to get on H3, but by that logic, I'm not going on H3, so, he feels so fake and so forced. Alright, it's just as, like, I'm scrolling through here. He was in the chat during Olivia's PowerPoint. Why didn't he call in then? And this is what they're saying. They're like, oh, he couldn't take the time for H3. When they did the PowerPoint and Ethan did his members only, I was in the chat answering questions that Ethan had, answering if there were, you know, things that they were asking to fill in the holes. You know, I've devoted a lot of time to this in general, that this topic is so draining, but I was willing to do this again for them because I really do like H3, and they did an amazing job caring about this, and they did an amazing job reaching out to, you know, all of the people at hand, and I really do appreciate their support, and I appreciate, you know, their dedication to the topic. But now we have people being like, oh, well, he was in the chat when they were talking about the PowerPoint. Why didn't he just call in then? And it's like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to harass H3 until they call me in? It's like so weird. He's trying to get as much clout as possible. Why is he even allowed to be in the chat? Adam has shit-talked all over for the years. So now people are saying that I shouldn't be allowed to even comment on the H3 streams because I can't make the thing on Monday. And then we just have people saying that they don't think that they should be talking about Colleen. I'm so ready to move on from this. Adam is an annoying fuck. Let's get on with it. This dude is so annoying. I'm tired of his stupid voice. He's getting a bit annoying now. I'm not reading these out as a sympathy pull because I know people are going to say, especially them, are going to say that I'm doing this for this. It's not. I'm just like, I'm frustrated and I don't know what to say. There is no malicious intent with me not being able to make it to a call-in on Monday, because I will be at Disneyland where there is limited Wi-Fi, and I'm going to be there with a group of people, including my mother, which this entire trip was about. And if I had been asked to pre-record questions or pre-record an interview, I would have done it. I would have done it because I appreciate how much they've been, like, really accurately covering this, and the amount of work Olivia did was great, and I cannot speak highly of the H3 team enough because they really have done a good job with this. But it's like, I don't know what to say, and it's like, I should be in bed right now, and my two friends who were meeting up with in the morning texted me good night an hour ago, and here I am, you know, like, my mom's waiting for me to finish this video so she can go to bed, and it's like, I'm so, like, anxiously scrolling my social medias because it's like, so many people are turning on me for something that I have no control of, and also something that just didn't work out. Like, there's nothing more than I wasn't able to make Monday because I'm at Disneyland, which my entire trip is about, and also that the other day that they were going to do was whenever I would be in a plane in the sky, and it's like, and then people are like, oh, well, you know, it just goes to show, like, how he's lying about the entire situation because once he comes to LA, he's so quiet about it. I've been on podcast. I recorded podcasts while I've been here. I recorded 2 podcasts. One is the Sophia Franklin, and the other one I'm not posting about until they post it because it's hit or miss if they post it or not, so I don't want to promote it yet. And I also did 2 interviews while I was here. Like, so that is, like, I'm sorry, but with this Colleen thing, I have been really accommodating to everyone and anyone who's wanted to talk to me, and that includes H3 with writing for, you know, hours in their live chat, because they have cared about the topic. They have cared about learning more. This is just something that didn't work out. It's not their problem. It's not my problem. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate timing. This is when their comeback episode was. This is a trip that I planned last November before any of this happened. And by the way, before any of this was brought up by Cody Tyler, I didn't bring any of this up again, nor did I think that being on this trip that I booked last November, I would be dealing with all of this again. He's milking it. His entire channel is at this point where he's only reacting to Colleen. Like, bro, we get it and move on. This is really weird. Adam is a victim, but he's also an extreme clout goblin, and he just wants to get on their show. They're saying this because I'm not going on their show. I really hope the crew are reading these and take in the takes on Adam. It's sad he's a victim, but please, he's not a nice person whatsoever. And then they say, I'm from Northern Ireland, but I can't stand his Derry accent. Like, okay. Is it just me, or does he sound upset that they only invited him to call in and not be there in person? So now people are saying that, oh, I'm the diva, they didn't invite me in person, blah, 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 blah. Whenever I had already spoken with Olivia privately that I was going to do a call-in with everyone else, but the date didn't work out. See, this is what happens whenever people don't have the full context. That's the full context. And this is why I'm so glad that I did that tweet yesterday, because look at the backlash I'm already getting. Look at the backlash I'm already getting. Can you imagine when they go live tomorrow and I'm not there, with how they're talking about me saying that I'm not going to be there? Can you imagine when I'm actually not going to be there tomorrow? It's like, and I can't believe that Becky, Oliver, Soph, Elle, all these, Johnny, are going to be sitting there talking about things that people need to be listening to, and people are turning it around to that I'm a clout goblin. Oh, the supposed star of the show who loves the spotlight is not showing up because he has to share the spotlight with people. Do you know how fucking annoying that is to read? Like, hundreds of comments on this Reddit about that. And then, not even just on the Reddit, but hundreds on my Twitter as well. Like, and by the way, for all these people being like, oh, so he doesn't care about the victims, he only cares about himself. Every single person who's going to be on that roundtable tomorrow has privately messaged me or publicly done something, either apologizing, which they don't have to be doing, that people are, you know, like Oliver as well was like, I'm so sorry people in the H3 or people are doing this. And then Johnny was saying, people need to leave you alone. And Becky was like, Adam, I'm sorry that they're saying this about the thing. Like, the people who are going to be on there tomorrow are acknowledging that this is so, like, deranged what is happening right now, and it's just like, and also the fact that this is what all of like the like the Reddit and my Twitter are saying about me, it's like, if I was going to have been in the call-in tomorrow, is that really your opinion of me? That you are gonna click off, that you don't care, that I'm a clout goblin, that, oh my god, heaven forbid I have to share the spotlight. He's just doing this because he wants attention. All he wants to do is be on the show, even though this full thing is starting because I can't make the show. Thank God he come in. I'm sorry to that man, but Jesus, I've heard everything I need from him. I don't know. I really don't know. And then there's people being like, there was a tweet I saw, and it was like, H3 is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Come back to Disney anytime. This goes to show that you don't care about the Colleen topic and you were only doing this for your own personal attention. And so this is what the response has been with me literally just saying that I'm not going to be there. That I'm just dreading tomorrow night. Like, I'm not looking forward to it at all, because this is what happened with me saying that I'm not even going to be there. And so whenever I'm not there, it's just going to be like, like my original response to Olivia, my original public response was, you know, I'm not going to be able to make it, which is unfortunate. I appreciate them caring about the topic, and I can't wait to hear the conversation between the others, because it's so important to hear them out. And it's so important to hear their stories. And their stories are the same, if not more important than mine, because people need to be listening to them. And yet somehow it's turned around that, you know, I'm this big, you know, spotlight diva and whatever. And it's just like, that's the opinion already. And so whenever the show happens tomorrow, I'm just like, I've looked forward to Disney for so long. And I'm just like, absolutely fucking dreading it now. Like, I really don't want to go. I like just want to be like on my phone, because... And me and my mom were looking forward to this for so long, and it's just like the entire day today I've just been spending it on my social media, because it's like, people have just been coming at me all, you know, month for being like, oh, you know, you're living too much on social media, you're 24/7 obsessed. And then I do something that I planned from last November of, you know, being able to afford to take my mom to Disneyland across the country, across the world, not even across the country, and then my two best friends meeting up with me as well, living my life. And then it's, oh, you're living your life, so you're not a victim. Oh, you're living your life, so the Colleen thing isn't affecting you that much. You're lying. We never wanted to listen. It's just... I'm gonna end the video there, because I'm, like, rambling, and I'm gonna, like, go off. But, like, it just is, like... I mean, I leave on, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm just, like... I'm not even looking forward to tomorrow anymore now. It's just fucking sucks. Anyways, I wanted to come on here and say that, because I know tomorrow, if this is already what the response is, and I can't believe that this is what's being focused on, I just wanted people to know that there's nothing happened. H3 have been, you know, amazing. I absolutely adore Olivia, who organized this. I'm going to be at Disneyland, which I organized last year and you know, paid a lot of money for. And me and my mom traveled here for this, and we're gonna with my friends, and it's like... And then the other day is whenever I'm literally going to be in an airplane. Like, it just didn't work out. There's nothing more than that. And I don't know why everyone has just turned this into now, oh, well, that means you were lying about the entire Colleen thing, and you didn't care about it, and you actually only care about yourself, and you don't care about any of the other victims. I'm going to leave it there, because I'm starting to get annoyed. But I just wanted to say that, so if people, you know, see that there's nothing happened, and I don't know why this is the narrative now, but there's that. And please, listen tomorrow, and please listen to Becky, Oliver, Ella, Johnny, Soph, like, because, listen, like, their stories are equally, if not more important. So, like, listen. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Goodbye.